So after yesterday's game, I still feel there are some things that we need to talk about and touch upon. That is why in this video, we're going to talk about the 7 different things Barcelona learned and need to fix for the next game against Inter de Milan. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. And if you enjoy football discussion videos just like this one, be sure to support the channel by giving it a like and subscribing if you enjoy. Obviously, share this with your friends. I appreciate it very much every time you do so. But obviously, watch this video first to see if it's your cup of tea, if you like it, and then decide whether you want to join or not. But for now, you get the deal, you know the drill, so let's get right into it. Before moving on, guys, if you're interested in cheap, reliable, quality footballing kits, be sure to check out Antigua. All the info and links are gonna be in the description down below. This collaboration with them certainly gonna help me to provide you with better content, as well as the possibility to get you guys to win amazing prizes via giveaways and also contests. So if you're excited, you know what to do. But for now, let's get right into the video. So the very first thing I think Barcelona need to learn from yesterday's game is that we can no longer underestimate opponents. And I don't know if underestimate is the exact word, the correct terminology per se for the thing that I want to say here today, but I just feel that if we start off the game that good, you know, if we put on the pressure, we put on the rhythm, and we get the first goal, we need to continue that until we get a second goal, a third. We don't need to stop. We can't stop. That's why we get caught out on games like Roma. That's why we get caught out on games, for instance, like Atletico Madrid 2 seasons ago, or against Juventus in the first leg. That's what we need to do. We need to be able to continue be focusing on the game as much as possible. In the case of Rayo Vallecano, they did that from the start. They conceded 1 goal, but that constant pressure and that constant rhythm that they put in from the first minute until like the 70th minute, they managed to get 2 goals and be on the front foot for the remainder of the game. It was until that 70 minutes mark where they gave up because their legs were just off. And that's exactly what I want to see from a team like Barcelona. I want to see us working. I want to see players, I don't want to say getting tired, because obviously you're going to get tired. You're going to be exhausted after playing a professional football game. But I think you understand what I mean. I want them to fight to the end, to get that first goal, to get that second goal. And all congratulations to the player. They did fought out until we reacted when Rayo Vallecano scored, and then we had to do a comeback, an amazing comeback per se, which I still do not understand how we got 3 points out of that game yesterday. But that's the thing. I want to see that not only when we are down, I want to see that from the get-go. I want to see that for a total of 90 minutes if possible, because it's been a long time that I've seen that. The last time I seen that was against Real Madrid, but that was an anomaly. That was a Real Madrid team which just had completely been devastated by Lopetegui for the entirety of the season, and by some other players indeed. So I want to see a Barcelona team playing against whatever team comes. It doesn't have to be a Bayern Munich and Manchester City. I want to see our team getting motivated to play a team, for instance, like Villarreal. I want to see our team to be motivated to play a team against, like, I don't know, Leganés again. You know, I want to see that. And until we see that, and until I see that, I'm not going to be confident that our team is going to be able to win everything this season. The second point that I want to stress in this video, I'm going to try to do it negative, positive, or kind of like that, you know, to make it a little more entertaining. The second thing that I want to talk about in this video is that we must praise Luis Suarez. I feel that that problem that I started the season, that mental block that he had, is gone, and I'm very thankful for that, because I feel now that with the inclusion of Lionel Messi after his injury, we're gonna see a Luis Suarez which is just much more confident, and is gonna be able to put down those chances he previously couldn't. And imagine the chances he got now. Imagine the chances we're gonna have with someone like Lionel Messi by his side. You may say that, or you may explain that the good form of Suarez right now, it's because Messi is not in the team. But let's remember that before, when we had Neymar, Messi and Suarez, all of them scored plus 25 goals. They did that before. It's possible because they were so good players that understand each other. And now that Suarez have gotten rid of that mental block, I feel that Messi with And now that Suarez has dealt with that problem, I feel that we're going to have more goals and we're going to have more chances, and hopefully this is going to help us to get more wins. And this third point comes actually from one of you guys that commented on the live reaction of the game against Rayo Vallecano, and you said the following. You said that you were worried because Valverde was starting the same team over and over and over, and this was going to create uncertainty and this was going to create fatigue on some of the players, and I completely agree with that. I just don't believe that it is because we need to rest players, but most importantly because of that word you use, uncertainty. So if we go back and take a look once again at that period between the Chelsea game and Roma game in the Champions League last season, Valverde continuously started the same 11 over and over and over again. We had a Marc André Ter Stegen in goal, then Sergi Roberto, then Piqué, Umtiti, Jordi Alba, Busquets, Rakitic, Coutinho, Iniesta, Suarez and Messi. And that was the 11 for that period of time, week in and week out. But as soon as we got to that Roma game, everything changed. He decided to go with Sergio Roberto in top and then Nelson Semedo as a right back. And that is something which, okay, it's a tactical decision, I accept that. But if it in the first leg it works and then in the second one, well, it doesn't, and then in the middle of that games you utilize the same 11 as before, you're creating uncertainty on some of the players. You're gonna create kind of like an imbalance because the players on the bench, first of all, will not understand why they're not starting this game, and then the players on the field will not understand how to play without those players because they've been accustomed to playing that same formation, that same role, understanding each other, creating bonds on the field, and suddenly out of nowhere you just completely make that disappear. That's not right. We need to be able to have all the players understand each other, work as a team, because I feel that Valverde is not the manager, you know, that like a Jurgen Klopp, like an Unai Emery, for instance, that goes around talking to every single player in the field, saying, for instance, a week earlier, you're not going to start this match because. No, I don't think Valverde is that kind of guy. I think Valverde is much more the manager where 45 minutes before the game, when we learn the lineups for every game, I think the players learn them as well. I feel that's the way he approaches this, and he doesn't really talk about what he's planning, what he needs to do. And that's a problem that comes along with not being able to rotate the players. In number 4, numero 4, I'm going to go with Jordi Alba and the stellar form he's currently in. We know that he has that issue with Luis Enrique in the national team, whatever, but he has focused completely on Barcelona. And I believe that issue he had with Luis Enrique has made his Barcelona performances that way better. Way better. Right now, Jordi Alba is probably the best left back by far, by a mile, between him, other people like Marcelo, like David Alaba, or who else? Who else can you put on that list? There are not too many amazing left backs right now in the world. And Jordi Alba, I feel that and I just feel Jordi Alba has run over opposition that quick. He's really, for me, that in front of all of the other left backs. And I just feel that he's such an important player right now for Barcelona. We see how that left-hand flank is completely for his own. And that's something that, well, like I previously slacked on Valverde, we gotta praise him for that because he understands that. I feel that someone like Coutinho really works good out of Jordi Alba because Coutinho is much more central than Jordi Alba, then has the complete chance to go throughout the left-hand flank. And then whenever he wants, either put on a put in a cross... And then Jordi Alba has the opportunity to either cross the ball over the top or just do a low cross and get it into the box. And with Coutinho there, they just work really nicely in that sense. They didn't really work at the start of the season, and that's why Valverde made Coutinho and Jordi Alba work separately for, I think, like 3-4 weeks at the start of the season to understand each other. And that's good. And I feel that in that sense, he did also very good. But Jordi Alba right now, I just gotta praise him once again for his performances. He's been really doing an amazing work. And if he doesn't get called up to Spain this next friendlies in November, I feel that Luis Enrique is gonna probably have the country on his back. Because the performances of Jordi Alba, exquisite. So that's going to be everything for right now, guys. I want to talk a little bit more about Messi and what he can do. I was planning on incorporating that into this video, but I want to talk a little bit more in depth about that. So I'm going to put it on another video because now Messi has been confirmed that he's cleared to be called up for the game against Inter. And that's very, very good news. So with that being said, I'm signing off right now. See you in the next one. So with that being said, see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.